Austin County. We are in the living room with Chief Kevin Bellville of the Bellville Police Department, and he's going to give us the lowdown on all the exciting things that happened at Rock the Country. Thank you for being back with us.
Yes,
I see
ma'am.
you survived.
I did. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Well, we love having you.
Thank
all right,
you.
let's just dive right in. How many people descended on Bellville?
So the official numbers that we got from Rock the Country was about 13,000, right at 13,000 on Friday night.
Okay.
And they're saying about 10,000 on Saturday, which I don't know if I agree with that number.
Okay.
There seemed like a pretty good amount of people there Saturday and Friday. But Rock the Country allowed people to kind of have a do-over that got a one-day ticket.
Okay.
They got a do-over on Saturday. They were able to come. So I don't know if they scanned their tickets or how we could account for them. But there seemed like quite a few more people on Saturday and Friday.
I was like, because Friday, I think, was Mother Nature decided to be very naughty.
Correct.
On Friday.
Correct.
And,
we knew rain was coming.
Right.
We had multiple conversations with them leading up saying, hey, if, at some point in time that field's going to be unusable, but we thought it'd be Saturday, not Friday.
Right.
We didn't expect 6 inches of rain within a matter of a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that's the thing is, I know that y'all had contingency plans and y'all had, been meeting and stuff, but when you have Mother Nature decide to do that, it's, and a few people, were unhappy. And what they need to remember is there are thousands of people that are in this, and you can't, this is not, hey, Bob, we're going to move from the backyard to the, garage.
Correct.
It's not.
So there were contingencies in play. Peachtree had buses en route. The issue was by the time the buses could get there, people would miss the show. They would have missed the show. And so what happened was they basically said, hey, get here the best way you can. And when the show was over, there were buses there to take people wherever they needed to go. A lot of people were upset with the line to get in, but it truly was a kind of a Murphy's Law type of situation.
Right.
The metal detectors to get in, they had to be moved because they moved the entrance. And we had metal detectors that needed to be hooked up to electricity.
Well, wait a minute. Let's say electricity and rain.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So they weren't able to use them, so they had to go old school, old fashioned. Wand and everyone.
Oh no.
And they still had to check bags. So the line went slow. We kind of went as a united front over to Peachtree and said, hey, we have to get the gates open. We have to get people off the roadway. So they opened a second gate. And once they did that, people started to move. Yes, ma'am.
I was going to say, one of the things that I noticed was, of course, I watched, Facebook and talked to you guys and stuff, was how well Bellville residents and Austin County residents stepped up. I mean, you would see, hey, I'm driving a silver F-150 license plate, blah, blah, blah. I'll be over at the, high school, piling as many as you can, driving them back and forth. That was amazing.
So I've been in Bellville my whole life and with the city now for 18 years. And that's what the city's about. That's what we come to expect, through multiple, storms or other situations that happen. Citizens always seem to step up and take care of business.
Yeah. Now, I know on Friday night, of course, it was, Mother Nature's wrath, and there were a lot of people that were upset and everything was very, very muddy. But on Saturday, I saw they tried to fix the situation. How did they do that?
Right. So Peachtree ended up reaching out to the city, and the city ended up sending out about 30 truckloads of mulch. So they, Peachtree employed, from what I understand, a bunch of our local athletes to come out and spread mulch and get the grounds to where they needed to be. Friday night when I walked through the grounds, we were in mud about to our upper ankles. And every step you took, you would sink into the mud.
Right.
Saturday night when we got there, it was a totally different ground. I mean, it felt like there was never any mud there.
Wow. And like, I know we talked about that a little bit before, the fact that y'all had everybody, Sealy Police, y'all,
Correct.
Austin County.
Right. So leading up to the event, started about 6 months ago, we started meeting once a week in regards to Rock the Country. And in those meetings, we'd have everyone from the sheriff's office to Bellville PD, Sealy PD, Austin County EMS. We'd have, Tatum to Texas Department of Emergency Management. We had, our emergency management for Austin County there, everyone. Texas DPS, TxDOT, City of Bellville mayor would be there. We'd have all the most of the commissioners, in the meeting. So it was truly a team event.
So people, a lot of people were, saying things, but if it hadn't rained, you guys had it on lock.
Correct.
Y'all were ready.
Correct. I hope we get a do-over without the rain.
Yeah.
We had a plan that I felt like was manageable, and we executed our plan outside of the rain.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand, but with 10,000 plus cars all in one location, we were out of the road after the event within an hour.
Wow.
We had the roadway clear within an hour. And it was, it was just a combination, effort amongst everyone. It was, I was on the phone the entire night with Captain Risky with Sealy PD, letting him know that, hey, it's, Ella Langley's on stage now and her set's about to end, and we expect a lot of people to hit the road now. And once they hit the road, we opened up the lights to green. If you were heading out of town, you kept moving.
Wow.
And so it worked out pretty well.
Well, good. Were there any, do you have any standout people you want to say hey to?
I do. So one of the people that, kind of stuck out for me, and I could, put a whole bunch of people on this list.
Sure.
But Matt Walls, he's the chief deputy with the Austin County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
You talk about somebody that was pivotal in this whole situation, that, just the wealth of knowledge that he brings, hey, we were in the middle of the road, myself and him directing traffic.
Wow.
People coming up to us saying, hey, why are y'all here? And it's just, that's kind of our mentality. It's the work needs to be done. Let's get the work done.
All right.
I can honestly say we're lucky to have him in our county, and he does great things. When I go and sit with the sheriff and I talk to him about stuff, and one of his questions is, talk to Matt about it. And that's what I do.
Well, I know that, at an event like this where you have, people doing a little bit of this, you have arrests, but from what I understand, there weren't many.
There was maybe 6 arrests the entire time. I want to say I know for sure there was 3 from the grounds on Friday, 1 on the street, and Saturday, maybe 2 or 3. But it was a lot of it was alcohol related.
Right.
But it's what we expected.
Well, sure.
We did our homework. We did our research. We contacted multiple agencies that have hosted these, and everyone has said, hey, we had 2 arrests the entire weekend. We had 3 arrests. We had 4 arrests the entire weekend. And so we were kind of right in line with those numbers.
So pretty much people came to rock and not roll.
And have fun. They came to have fun. They spent their money. They enjoyed their time. This was a very professional event that was put on. Certain things, we couldn't control.
Right. And that's
but
life.
Outside of that, I think it was a very well put together.
And not really any emergency calls like for the EMS or anything?
So EMS were busy.
Okay.
They were busier Saturday night than they were Friday night.
Okay.
They went from nothing to 5 calls at one time.
Right. Always happens that way.
Right. But they were amazing. And I want to say that, I spoke with the Assistant Chief Rhonda Ritchie, and she gave us kudos for our officers that stepped in and helped them, move people around and things like that. So it was truly a team effort.
So y'all really had it. So a lot of, you had a lot of nervous folks that were like, oh no, there's going to be cars on fire and smashed windows and drunk people laying in the streets and stuff.
So from our reports, I think I remember seeing one call where, someone hit a fence.
Okay. Well, we'll do that no matter what.
Right. And I'm pretty sure there were people upset about ruts being left, at the front of their property, and that's understandable. But we get some of the same calls during the fair.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I was saying, and one of the things is that I know the shop owners were probably happy with Mother Nature and the rain.
Right. That's one thing. The rain. That's one positive from the rain. When people had hours of time on their hands, they needed to fill it doing something.
Right.
So a lot of them were in town, going into the stores, hopefully buying everything that they needed there. Right. So we don't have the numbers from the impact yet. We were told yesterday in city council meeting that it usually takes about 2 months. We should be hearing the economic impact.
It has to be huge though, because they said people had everything was booked even into Brenham.
Right. So the numbers that we were hearing were the hotels from Brenham to Katy to Sealy. They all were being booked.
Good. That's good because we like hearing that.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I did hear a rumor that Kid Rock was in one of the bars and that maybe Ella was shopping in one of the little boutiques. Is there any?
So I don't know about Ella.
Okay.
But I know that's false for Kid Rock.
Oh.
Because we did escorts for Kid Rock. So between us and the sheriff's office, we knew what time he'd be coming in. We were there to pick him up, get him here. And as soon as he got off stage, we were there waiting to get him out of town.
So it was more wishful thinking than actual
correct.
Actual activity.
Correct. But I think I saw a picture that he was supposed to be at a location, and I thought, man, AI is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. So
yeah, and that was the picture I saw, and I kind of highly doubted it, but stranger things have happened.
Yes, ma'am.
So
yes, ma'am.
I thought I would ask. Did I miss any questions?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
I just really want to just show my appreciation to everyone that was involved. Like, we had the county judge in the command center on Saturday. We had the county judge there on Friday, making sure things were going the way they're supposed to be. The mayor was there. It's nice to know that we're working with people that will go the lengths that they're willing to go to make sure everyone's number one safe and everyone has a good time.
Yeah, and it seems like they did. I was to say one of the nifty things was I saw somebody got to sing with Kid Rock. They had also at least a couple of people got engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, so most of that we got to see online. I think one of the cooler things is that I actually did get to see was Kid Rock giving his saxophone away, and he gave saxophone to a kid, gave a hat to a kid. But the coolest thing that I got to see, I think, was the granny that set the world record for crowd surfing.
Yeah, she was like
Jason
90.
Aldean. Yeah, she's in her upper 90s, and I think that it's nice and kind of cool to say that hey,
It was in Bellville.
You were kind of a part of that.
Yeah.
So, yes, ma'am.
I wouldn't want to do it. Like I said, I stayed home. That was my
I tried to get y'all to come out, and
no.
I think I called and said, hey, you can get your media credentials and come out.
Nope. I was sitting in my house in my jammies with a cat in my lap. So no.
Next year, hopefully we get it again. And
if it doesn't rain, I might consider it because I admit it, I was one of those nervous people. I thought, oh man.
Right.
And, but no, after hearing everything that's, that went right.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
I mean, that's pretty exciting to see that we funneled almost 20,000 people through Austin County with very few arrests, very little anything.
The biggest traffic issue that we had was Friday night. A train decided to stop on the tracks as we were letting everybody go.
No.
So that was the biggest traffic issue we had. But we even had that in play. We had, BNSF on call, on speed dial, that, hey, we have a train that's blocking, and we see it. We're getting it moved.
Nice.
They were actually on location Saturday for the entire day. Wow. So it really was a team effort to get this done. And there were things that could have been done differently. But I think, for the first time, I think it went well.
I say, once again, you're not talking about a small thing. I mean, people say, oh, well, the fair's big, but you don't have, you're talking 3, 4, 5 times the amount of people that run the fair that are at this event.
Right.
So,
and usually when we get the fair numbers, it's over that week and a half, right?
Right.
But this, we're talking 2 nights.
2 days.
Yeah.
2 nights. All right. Any particular person you want to say thank you to?
Just everyone. Chief Grimes over at Sealy, Roy Mercer, Austin County Emergency Management, Sheriff Jack Brandes, at Sheriff's Office, just we had numerous amounts of DPS officers there for the entire weekend. They were great. We got to see them bring out their we call it the big bus, but I was kind of amazed this 18-wheeler that they brought in and just there for us the entire time. And it was nice to be able to, hey, if we needed backup, they were there.
Well, and I think you need to thank you too, because no matter what, you are the tip of the iceberg, and it,
Well,
went
thank
down
you.
from you.
My guys were, we called everyone in. Everyone, it was all hands on deck, and they performed how I expected them to perform. And, that's kind of where we are. And it was nice to Sunday, I say Sunday morning, but Saturday night, Sunday morning, when town got quiet, it was nice to kind of sit down and loosen the boots for a minute and say, that's done.
That's a wrap.
That's done. But now that I've gotten my rest, I hope we have a redo.
Yeah.
So another person I do want to shout out before we go is Carrie from the Austin County Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
She I kind of joke with her all the time now and I tell her, "Oh, you're Carrie with Peachtree," because her phone rang all the time, and it was just, people would call us and ask us questions. We would push them to the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And I told her, well, you're filling all the Peachtree questions, so you should get a check from them.
There you go.
So she was pivotal in making all this happen, and it was nice to see her Saturday night actually take a minute to actually come out and enjoy the music, and her phone wasn't ringing, and nobody needed anything from her. She was able to just
Enjoy.
sit there and relax. Her and Charlie Tallerine.
I love it. I love it. Well, again, I think it was a success, even though there were, a hiccup or two. And
Right.
if they do it again, I might actually come out.
Oh, come on. We can find something. So
Figure out something.
Yes,
Well, maybe
ma'am.
if you let me sit in the police cruiser and I can open the window.
we can make that happen.
We can make that happen.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Well, I think that is it, folks. They went, I hope you had a good time, and anybody who had a little bit of a hiccup, we do it again. Hope to come back.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Austin County, until the next time Rock the Country comes to see us or we have you back with us, you guys keep smiling, but don't forget to subscribe, and share so you always know what's going on. Till next time.